Hello friends and welcome to my channel IB All Listening Developer. So like you all know that previously we have covered up really different things on C++ and I hope you enjoyed that all the videos which we have covered up yet using C++. So if you have enjoyed that videos, remember to see that videos from start and hit a like to that video as well. So in today's video we'll be learning that what are booleans in C++, how to use boolean values in C++. Like you all know that we have learned about boolean values in Python and in different other languages as well, like in JavaScript also I've told you that what are the boolean values, but now we'll be learning same thing in C++, that how we can use boolean values in C++, what are the elements which we have to use when we are working with boolean values, and how we can write these boolean values in C++. So I hope you'll be enjoying this video from start, in which we will be learning about boolean. So if you understand this video, if you enjoy this amazing tutorial video of boolean values, remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like that, so remember to hit the subscribe button, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading on this channel, and share this video as well so more people can learn about these amazing things which we are covering up through C++ and different languages. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's get started with this amazing video from start. So now here we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that today in this video I'll be telling you that what are booleans in C++ and how you can use boolean values in C++. If we talk about that what are booleans in C++, so basically very often in programming you will need a data type that can only have one of two values, like yes, no, on, off, true, false. Means these are the values which consider boolean values. If we talk about true or false, so I've already told you in previous video about true or false that these are the boolean values which we use, but beside these two boolean values we have more other boolean value as well, like yes, no, and on, off. So these are some boolean values. These three are some boolean values which we used in C++ when we are working with it. For this, C++ has a bool data type which can take the values true 1 or false 0. We have already talked about this bool data type in previous videos of data types, and I hope you enjoy that, in which I've told you that if you are printing the value true in C++, so you will be getting the output 1, and then if you're printing the value false in your bool data type, so you will be getting the output as 0, and that's the thing. If we talk about boolean values, so a boolean variable is declared with the bool keyword and can take the values true or false. It is just saying us that if you want to generate any boolean value, or if you want to declare any boolean value or boolean variable, so you have to use a bool keyword, because only bool keyword can take the values true or false, or yes or no or off. These are the values which we use in bool keyword so that we can define a bool variable or declare a bool variable, and we can get the output working. If you talk about examples, so these are some examples which we have given. First example is bool is coding fun equal to true. This is the first boolean variable which we have declared. Then the second boolean variable which we have declared is fish tasty equal to false. This is the second, and then we have printed all these things so that we can get the output. So the output which we are getting here is 1, and the output which we are getting second is 0. So why we are getting 1 and 0 as output? Because like I've told you, when you define a value true in the bool keyword, so it considers true as 1, and when you define the value false in your bool keyword, it considered that false as 0. So that's why the first output which you are getting in this value is 1, and the second you are getting is 0. Means these all things are working. If you talk about that from the example above, you can read that a true value returns 1 and false returns 0. However, it is more common to return a boolean value by comparing values and variables. So it is saying is that from the example above, you can read that a true value returns a value or returns the output as 1, and a false value returns the output as 0. However, it is more common to use or to return a boolean value by comparing the values. If you want to compare the values and return a boolean value, so you can use it with variables so that you can get the same output. And now what I'm going to do is I'll be copying these examples here, and I'll be just pasting it in my Replit text editor, so we can just see that what output we are getting when we are working it practically. So what I'm going to do is I'll be opening my Replit here, which is my online environment which we are using in previous videos as well. I'll be logging out with this account, and I'll be logging it with my dummy account which we are using in previous videos. So just it will take some time, and I will be logging with my account here. So now it will be normally redirecting me to my dashboard here, and when it will be redirecting me, so I'll be just working with it. So what I'm going to do is I'll be just selecting it here like this, and then I can directly move on to it. or you can just move on with another account if you want to do that, or you can use any other thing as well. Like if I move with this, so I can directly do one thing, like I can sign up with it, or I can just log in with the same account. But if you don't want to do so, you can just do one thing, like you can move on with the same account and you can just change the name here like this. So if these things are not working, so you can move on with the other thing as well, or with the other account, so that it can be working. So what I'm going to do is I'll be just moving here, and I'll be just moving on to my Word document, and we'll be running these all things in our terminal so that we can get the output if we are running these all things in terminal. So what I'm going to do is I'll be just moving here, and I'll be writing all things like this. Then it is, you can just see these things are not working. If I write like this C++ here, so still you can just see we are getting the output not working. What I'm going to do is I'll be just moving on to my browser or to my VS Code. Then I will be just creating a file here which will be saying the name as index.cpp, so that we can name the file as CPP, which means you're saving the file in C++ format, and I'll be pasting all these things. What I'm going to do is I'll be running these codes here, and after running these codes you will be getting the output. My output is not coming because I've not downloaded the C++ code here, but if you have not done that, so you have to do, and you have to include some of the things as well, like include IOStream here. Then you have to add using namespace std like this, and after doing it you have to write init main, and after writing this thing you have to just copy this thing, or we have already copied, so I'll be pasting it here. Then I'll be removing this thing, and after doing that I'll be just moving down, and I'll be returning a simple value as 0 so that we can get the output. I'll be pressing tab here and here as well so that we can get this return value also forward, but here I'll be pressing this. Save this file and then run it again, and after running you will be getting the successful output, and the first output which you will be getting in this true value will be as 1, and the second output you will be getting in this false value will be as 0, because we have defined all these things. And now in the place of it, if I write a value as yes, and then the second value if I write as no, so you will be getting a different output here, because yes is 1 and no is 2. You will be getting the same things here, same output you will be getting, but if we talk about the code which we are writing, it is different, because in the place of true and false we are now writing yes and no. And if I write here on and off in the place of true or false, so you can do that as well, so that you can get the output working with a different code which you are writing. And now in the place of it, if I write true and then false here, so you will be getting again the output working, and you will be getting the first output as true, and the second output you will be getting as false, and that's the thing which we have to work with. So I hope you understand that how we will be getting the output in these all things, and how we will be working with Boolean values. So if you have understand this video in which we have covered up that how we can start with Boolean value in C++, remember to hit a like to this video, because in the coming up video I'll be telling you that what are Boolean expressions and how you can use Boolean expressions. Because if you are working with Booleans, and if you're learning with these three things, like how to use Boolean values and what are the things which we have to use in Boolean values, then you need to know about Boolean expression as well, which is really important. So like I've declared a bool keyword here, so when you're defining any Boolean variable or declaring any Boolean variable, so you have to use this bool keyword which we are using in the start. Remember, do not use any other variable or any other keyword, like if you're using any other keyword called string or any other keyword called var or let, so you will be getting a different output in your browser, sorry, in your Replit or in your terminal from where you are running. Because if you're using string, so you will be getting only true printed, and if you are using with init or var means variable, so you will be getting simply output as true and false printed. So remember, if you want to define or declare a Boolean variable, you have to use this bool keyword in start, but when you're defining these things, then you have to use this count keyword and this operator so that you can get the output working. You have to give the name of your Boolean value, like I've given the Boolean variable name as isCodingFun, so here also I have defined this isCodingFun. Then the second name to our Boolean variable we have given is isFishTasty, so I have given the second Boolean variable name as isFishTasty, and that's why the output we are getting is same as we are writing here, which is 1, the first output, and the second output is 0. From the example above, we can read that a true value returns 1 and the false value returns 0. And however, it is more common to return a Boolean value when you're comparing the values and variables. So you have to return a Boolean value when you are comparing these values with variables, and that's the thing. So I hope you understand that how we can use Boolean values in C++, and if you're using Boolean values, so you have to use bool keyword as well as start so that we can get the output of Boolean values working. So if you understand this video and if you enjoy this amazing tutorial video of Boolean variables or Boolean keywords, so remember to hit a like to this video. And if you enjoy this video from a start and if you understand this project, so hit the subscribe button, and after subscribing, hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading on this channel, and also share these videos so more people can learn that how we can start with these amazing things and how we can work with these amazing things from a start. So I'll be meeting you in next tutorial video or in next project of C++ from a start or in other language as well. So for today, good bye.